Hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Roasted on Rooftops. I am the host, Weedosaurus Rex. Smokey 2.0 is not here with me today, unfortunately, but we got Chop Easy. Shout out country rap shit.
What up,
Hey,
motherfucker?
classic. Man, how we doing out there, y'all?
What up? What's up, everybody? How we doing, chat? Y'all know it's your boy Chop Easy. I'm here with my dog, Weedosaurus Rex. This is Roasted on Rooftops. We're going to do something different on Tuesdays. Now, once we get done with this, guys, I will tell you country rap shit will go live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But we doing Roasted on Rooftops first.
Yes, sir. We're gonna do this is gonna be something cool. We're gonna start doing on Tuesdays here on Country Rap Shit. We'll start interviewing people. Let all the fans kind of get to know their favorite artists more. Let them get to know a little bit more about the artist. Maybe not everything about them, but
Well, I think, what's your vision? Like, what I was telling people earlier in the chat, let's see, I said, Roasted on Rooftops is all about the cannabis industry and its impact on the music industry as it becomes legal. That's what I was telling people in the chat earlier. I don't know. You tell them why you created Roasted on Rooftops.
So Roasted on Rooftops was created to interview anybody in the music industry and cannabis industry. Just for anyone to come up on here, tell their story, kind of promote themselves, and talk about how they got there. I know, obviously, a lot of us have fans. People want to know about us. You know what I mean? So it's a good opportunity for the fans to get to know you a little bit more. So
Hell
that's
yeah.
kind of where that came from.
What's up, chat? How we doing? What up, everybody, the Enlightened Watcher? Hey, this is gonna be something new, man. I'm excited about it.
And I figured, obviously, you know what I mean, with how big you've gotten lately, especially with country rap shit, you've got a lot of new fans. I figured, what better way to start off the first episode by interviewing you, letting these new fans get to know you a little bit more.
hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. I told you, man. Let's do it. And then I think we're gonna do this every Tuesday, right?
Yes, sir. Locked in there.
And that gives. Now I will tell you, man. Rex will if he'll travel too.
Oh
Rex
yeah,
will
we'll
sit.
pull up.
Yeah.
We'll,
Rex
we'll
will pull up.
up.
Yeah, make it make sense though.
Y'all get roasted.
That ain't no doubt whatsoever, dude. I love that shit, man. Hey, so a little quick backstory. I'll tell everybody how I met Rex. What you say, about 8 months ago?
Give or take.
You know what I mean? And since I met Rex, dude, it's been nothing but growth. Rex is, when you bring people into your life, they should better your life. If you have friends that are cool with you being a complacent motherfucker, it's not gonna work out. You know what I mean? So, and when I met Rex, dude, I realized this dude that's the one thing Rex isn't, is complacent. He's a tight ass, he's complacent, and he stands on business, and he's authentically a great dude. So I appreciate you being my friend, man. Like, it's been great.
I appreciate that, Chop, for real.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. But he said he wanted to interview me, guys, about cannabis and music. And as y'all know, man, I'm a connoisseur.
It goes hand in hand, Another reason why you're a perfect candidate for the first episode on here,
It does, man. It does. All right, man. So it's you, bro.
Hey, let's go in here, man. All right, so tell us about your journey into music and like what inspired you to even pursue a career or into doing music.
Man, I kind of just sat around with the homies and freestyled, right? It was never no good, though. It was always filler words and wasn't even really on. I was on beat, but not really either. Like, I know what, like, I'd start out on beat, but I wasn't structuring my music. I wasn't going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. But long story short, man, I was hanging out with the family, Robin, my friends, Pam, Tyler. They encouraged me, Mike Bender. They encouraged me to like really pursue it because they thought I was really good. They thought, man, this dude's good. Like, they hear me freestyle. I just like doing it. It just music. Never dreamed that I would be doing music. That was never a goal or ambition or none of that. That was just fucking they kind of forced my hand. You know what I mean? Shout out to rap fame. That's where it all started at, for real. Like, dude handed me a pair of headphones and said, hey man, rap into this beat. and didn't give me a chance to think about it or nothing, bro. And I just started rapping,
He said,
and
just do it.
he posted it, and it did really good on that app. And then I kind of found my way around the app, and then I started learning hashtags, started learning how to link things, building biographies, like what's it called, EPK, electronic press kit. You gotta have all that too. You know what I mean? Like, and a lot of guys don't have that. But long story short, not to digress, it was just more Tyler and Pam, my family, my mom, people just pushed me. My cousins, they really, when we party or hang out, they'd really want me to freestyle. They'd be like, man, let me hear you fucking spit some bars, Chop. And I was ass back then, dude. Like, I was buns. When they called me to the cookout, you know what I was bringing? The buns. The buns. But all seriousness, man, it's 2020. We dropped our very first song it was May 24th of 2020 was when our first song dropped on Apple Music. That is the day that lives, great. And it lives in my brain, you know what I mean? And it's been, you see it, man. You've watched me grow in the last 8-9 months,
Man,
kind of expeditiously.
I sure have.
You know what I mean? So, and that's how it started, bro. And I've just kind of carried it on since, you know what I mean?
Now, so I mean, obviously, you're talking about that. What's some of the biggest challenges you faced when you first started out, and how did you overcome those challenges?
Man, Rex, you're asking some good ones.
Told you we had to step it up for this.
I would say some of the toughest obstacles I ran into in the beginning of this was peer support.
Okay.
Finding other artists like me, trying to decipher through the being a white boy rapper and trying to fit in with hip hop scene. Like, at the end of the day, like, that is the hardest obstacle that I have. And I wouldn't even say I've got through that obstacle for real. I would say that's just, I'm kind of over here now in country rap. You know what I mean?
Now, speaking of country rap, how has your music evolved over the years? Were you always a country rap? Were you know what I mean?
No, man. I still, to this moment right now, I call myself a rapper artist. I call myself an artist. I do not call myself a country rapper. And I was born in Ohio. I was born in Dayton, but I grew up. I mean, when I was a baby, I was less than 2 before we went to Tennessee, and that's where we set up shop, and that's where I grew up at. You know what I mean? So I grew up in the sticks. I grew up in the hill, in the holler, son. Dead ass.
That makes sense, man. That Peyton Manning big ass forehead of yours.
Hey, man, go Vols. I live and breathe for fucking Tennessee, son. Like, you don't goddamn get it twisted. You know what I mean? Don't get it twisted. In my house, dude, it was Jesus. It was God, right? God first. All high, all power to the glory. You know what I mean? All glory to the high. And then it was Peyton Manning and Dale Earnhardt right after that. That's just what it was. That's just what it was. It's Peyton Manning and Dale Earnhardt.
Hey, I ain't mad at you. Big Manning fan. So I just had to throw that one out. You're talking about Tennessee. I had to do it to him.
Hey, what up, everybody in the chat?
Hey, what's good, Enlighten? I see everybody out there. Appreciate y'all tuning in.
I think one of the things, though, that back to like your hardest obstacle that you was talking about, what I'm finding now is the business side. I'm having a lot of, and I'm not having trouble. I'm just seeing it. You know what I mean? Like, we tried to charge this 50 off the top, made a lot of mistakes in the process, focused on so much more. I learned that I need a team. You got to have a team, dude. So.
Oh yeah. It's hard to do it by yourself. I mean, you almost can't.
Yeah. I don't think you can for real, unless you take over the whole entire, like you have to just really focus on you. You can't focus on no family shit. You can't focus on, you really can't. And I mean, like this morning, Rex, I watched hours of Google ads and what's right and what's wrong and how you can, you know what I mean? So, I was like, man, dude, I'm having to learn everything, dog. Bought a camera. I'm gonna have to learn how to edit. You know what I mean? So, which I have been. I've been doing my own clips and shit. So it's tough, dude. It's a lot. You have to learn a lot. But I mean, in business, dog, if you're at a job and you want to promote yourself to the top, right? You want to get promotions. You have to take on more and more stuff.
I mean, some say it's part of the game. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Now, can you share how is let's talk about some cannabis and music questions now. We'll kind of dab in back and forth, you know what I mean?
That's cool.
How has cannabis influenced your music or your ability to make music?
Um,
Or has it?
the industry itself, I've always been a pretty recreational cannabis user for years, since I was in my 20s. I didn't really smoke pot before then. I didn't use cannabis before then. I think my first time I got stoned, man, I was 14, but I didn't like it. I didn't fuck with it after that. So
Okay.
I waited till I got like 23, man, 24 years old. And that's when I started recreational using marijuana. And I will say that it has definitely chilled of my ADHD. Like it definitely helps me at times be able to focus and stop moving around so much and fucking, you know what I mean, and doing so many different, because my brain be running in that hyperactive mode all the time. And
I know what you
so
mean.
or you know what I mean. So I like cannabis for that. And now I catch myself really enjoying the effects of it. I catch myself sitting back and actually relaxing and enjoying what it makes me, the way it makes me feel now. And that interprets into me writing. And when I write now, it's different. I feel better. Sometimes my writing will go this way. If my brain ain't, if I ain't smoked, I ain't did my daily whatever, my brain will just run all over the place, bro. And I got proof of it. I write, you know what I mean? And when I've wrote not stone and I've wrote stone, and when I write stone, I got way more structure and substance. When I write unstone, you get a freestyle like pow 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 pow. I'm a laying down. It's definitely a difference, huge difference.
So, can you talk about a song that has been influenced by cannabis then? Do you have a specific song or album?
I would say the whole album of 13, bro. I mean, it's got a pull ball on the front of it, of the number 13, and the reason it does is because it's a hustler's mentality. I'm a country raised motherfucker, but in my mindset is, and I always say this, I'm country raised, city paid. My mindset is that of a hustler, bro. Like it don't matter where you're from in life. It don't matter if you're from the damn backwoods or from the damn, mean streets. A hustler is a hustler, dog. You know what I mean? Like a hustler is a hustler. You either got it or you ain't got it.
Or you
There's
don't?
just
That's
there's
fact.
just two, you know what I mean? And something that I am very proud of, as long as I'm alive and got two down in this world, bro, 10 toes, 2 feet, 2 leg, whatever, and I got my mind, I will never starve in my life again, dog. And I know that. I know that. And I encourage the chat, ask yourself that. Look in the damn mirror and ask yourself that. Like, can you lose your job today? Could the world go fucking black, dog? Go blackout, dog? And can you survive? This old boy right here can. I
I
promise you.
know that's right.
And
That's real shit, though.
that's the truth, man. I can skin a buck. I can fucking kill my own eating if I need to. Like, I know how to. Grew up in the woods, dude. I spent all my time. Like, I learned how to shoot. I aimed my shot, my shooting eye, with a damn BB gun, with a pellet gun, dude. Pump action pellet gun. So I know my way around this, like, and chop easy, bro. Chop easy. Like, guns and pot. That's what guns and pot. When you put them together, you get a chop easy, bro. Like, that's all I can say. Like,
So now we found out where the name Chop Easy came from.
I would say Levitated. Have you ever listened to Levitated?
So I'll be honest with you, that whole 13 album is honestly a banger. There might be there might be one song to where you like want to hit skip, but not even really. Like, you can listen to that whole album without hitting skip. Like, that's actually that's a really good project there, man, for real.
Man, it took a year to put that together, and I've got another one. I have another album, and we're gonna call it 26, which is 13 12.
Okay, yeah.
Why not stick with the
I mean,
that's music stuff.
I mean, you can say I'm biased all you want, but I mean, I fucks with it. I mean, it's a really good album. If y'all out there in the chat haven't heard it yet, y'all need to go check it out.
I mean, it's
For real.
got I got some good features on it for upcoming artists. It does good numbers for me. Most songs have done really good. I mean, I'll tell you all about it, dude. I'll tell you from about my drug addiction and bouncing back to being a fucking trap star. Like, I don't call myself a trap star no more. I don't have to, and I'm so proud of that too, dog. Like, but man, I've been doing this shit for years, dog. Like, I've been doing this. I've been chasing this bag for many, many years, dude. I was a hustler for years and years and years. Just wasn't an overnight thing. Like, there's a whole business behind. Yeah, they said 13 and a half. Man, I kind of like that, my daddy. I
Hey.
kind of like that. I kind of like it. I kind of like 13 and a half. You know, that kind of sounds better than 26, I think. I like
does.
it.
It
I think I
does.
like 13 and a half, you know, shit. And then 13 and two
Three
quarters.
fours.
Yeah, I swear to God. Hey, you know what? I think we're on something there.
Hey, shout out Colt. I see you over there, dog. Much love, man. Appreciate you.
I always had a saying for 13 and a half, my daddy, and this is funny. I won't digress much, but you got one defended, 12 jurors, and a half-assed chance of getting your ass up out of there, dude. And that's where that's where 13 and a half came from when I was a kid, bro. I think I've always had the mindset of bars and shit. I just didn't realize it. You know what I mean? Like,
until you obviously knew what you actually were able and capable to do as far as putting the bars together and making music.
Yeah.
Now look at you.
Y'all lag some over here. I'm trying not to lag, man. I tried to fix it. The internet's I've had a lot of issues with the damn internet.
Well, we've been having a lot of storms.
Yeah, man. I had to reset the router before we could even go live, man. That's why we was late.
I know it was storming earlier, so.
I was sleeping my ass off. I was taking a nap, dude. I've been getting up with the boy today and took him to school and stuff. But I got so much work done, Rex. Shoo.
Productive day.
I did, man. I got clips. I got like 150 clips done. I've uploaded and posted all fucking day, dude. Like, I've been on it. I'm on their necks, homie. And I've blocked all the hate out of my life. Like, so
that's the best thing you can do right there.
That's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. Or it's not gonna be no good for you. But I would say that whole album, dog, is shout out to cannabis industry. You know what I mean?
Now here's a pretty good one. How do you balance? Because obviously you're literally just talking about how you just got a bunch done. You know what I mean today, which dude, that's good. How do you balance your personal life and your career as an artist? Because obviously firsthand. I know how much it is. Obviously, shows every weekend, and now you got podcasts on top of things, and you know what I mean. Just the traveling, and it's a lot. And then obviously, you being the artist yourself, having to write the music, make the music, and all that. I'm sure it's a lot to juggle at times.
It is, man. It has its. I'll tell you right now, I'm doing a terrible job at it, but I'm learning, and it's because I added the podcast. I mean, we go live 7 nights a week, dog.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And it started with just doing music, right? Started with scheduling studio time and just recording and writing and stuff like that. I was always able to balance it out, clean the house. Now I catch myself on this phone, dog, working. Like, it just ain't on the phone talking. I'm on the phone working. I'm doing media. I'm trying to put out fires, or somebody said this about this, or somebody said this about that. So I'm trying to get to the bottom of it, see if it's even worth covering on the show, see if it's something to talk about, see if, you know what I mean? Like, and that I catch myself falling off, bro. Like, I got some problems because I have to get my home life back to normal too. You know what I'm saying? And it's different. And it's real different when you have the situation I have. You know what I mean? Like, so I've had to learn, man. And right now I'm not doing a good job. I'm just going to keep it honest with you, bro. I've got all my focus in this podcast, and it's kind of fell off on my music a little bit. But I do have like 3 music videos in the back. You know what I'm saying? And I got some songs, and I've been writing, and I've been connected. And like today, I networked all morning, dude. I got a feature coming with a guy named Matty Boy. I don't know if y'all know who he is. Uh, he's fucking badass, dude. He's absolutely bad to the bone, and I'm excited, dude. I'm excited. I'm hitting these people up, showing them my stats, my numbers. Slapwoods offered me a sponsorship. Shout out to Slapwoods.
Hey, that's lit.
I got a vape company hitting me up wanting to talk. I've been negotiating a sponsorship with the vape because I don't do nicotine, so I don't really want to push nicotine, but I push the cannabis. So I told him, I said, you know, I'll push the cannabis. So I don't really want to push cigarettes. I mean, this ain't Philip Morris code, cuz I'm cool on that. But I am finding myself to have to actually keep a schedule now, bro. I have to keep a.
You got to pull that Palm Pilot out and check that schedule. Make sure you're free.
Absolutely, dude. I have to literally. When motherfucker called me yesterday, G. You know what he said? He said, "Chop, you free May 9th?" And I'm all like, "Let me look, dog." I literally had to look at my calendar, bro, and make sure, see if I was free to host the show. And then it comes now, bro. Like, all right, for instance, now I got the podcast, right? Now here's the hardest decisions I have to make. Do I go do a show or host an event and take away from my podcast that pays me, or what do I do? Ooh. That's tough now. That's actual decision I have to make. You know what I mean?
I mean, well,
and we're talking hundreds of dollars for real.
We all have bills we have to pay. We all need money, unfortunately, even though it's just a piece of paper. We all need it to survive. That's an easy one to me. If they're not paying you to be at that show, that's a no-brainer, dog. Right. You know what I mean? Like, you're making X amount doing this, plus, you know, it's consistency doing this. So,
but we can't lose our focus on why we started, right? You know what I mean?
Like, that's no, yeah, you can't.
That's the tough part. That's the stuff I'm going through. Like, and I just want everybody to know, like, dude, them are great problems to have, by the way. I just want you to know that. I'm not bitching or complaining. Though I used to be a drug addict. So having these problems, thank you.
Facts.
You know what I mean? To have these problems, I'm fucking blessed. But that is what I'll go through now. Like, do I want to go spend the time on the road for travel? Do I want to go this way? Do I want to go that way? Do I really want to open for this dude? It's probably going to give me 1 minute of his time when I get there, because that's what most headliners do. Now, they're all not like that.
No.
They're not all like that, but some of them are. Or do I stay on the podcast, possibly pull up somebody that will talk to me, right? A Jesse, a Justin, an Adam, a Ryan, and I can say those names because they've been on my podcast. And that's one of them things. Yeah, that was gas right there. I just want to sound that was gas. But I mean, so I have to take all those things into account. You know what I mean? I mean, I could have an exposure to 600 to 700 people if I got the right guy up here, or I can have exposure to whatever that show may have. But do I pay? Do I go rent a hotel? Do I take the gas, the food, the lodging? Like, that shit matters.
Yeah, now going back to somebody put in the comments, you said that you got to think about the exposure from the event. Now, I guess it really depends on who's hosting the event, because some of these events, you're really not gaining any new fans. I hate to say it, it's the same people.
No,
and not only that, but, you know, like what you just said, you're going to have to pay for gas, a hotel, you know what I mean? All that stuff. Or you could be sitting at the comfort of your house, making money, bringing up, you know, guests to help only boost your show, but to have legit conversations with them too.
Well, I think about what networks have I created by doing both, right?
Yep, absolutely.
And one of the questions that keeps me going into the one of the things that keep me going to the events and stuff is the fact that, hey, show your face. Let people know he's doing shows. He's doing his podcast 7 nights a week. He's making music. He's da-da-da-da-da. That way people are motivated. They're motivated from the grind. You know what I mean? So that's why I really like that's my main reason for, you know what I mean? Like I'm doing it. Like I don't care if some
Now, let
shows
me.
I've turned down, but
I
no.
want to answer this question real quick. I said, what's wrong with having the same fans supporting him? There's absolutely nothing wrong with the same fans supporting him, but how are you going to grow when it's the same people and you're not getting any new audience? That's what I mean by that. If it's the same people showing up, there's not a new audience, so you're really not going anywhere. You're still stuck here if it's the same people.
Hey, chat,
So
tone it down a
that's
little bit on the hate, guys. I love you guys. Jackrabbit Slim's a good dude. I know. Sorry, Rex. I got to cover. I got
oh,
to
you
touch it.
good, you
I got
good.
to touch it. Let's all get along. I don't. I don't have no. I don't have no issue with Jackrabbit Slim, man. I know he supports everybody, and I'm cool with that, man. Jackrabbit's been in my inbox for a long time. He gives me a lot of advice, tells me a lot about people from Tennessee. We're actually from the same place. So I just want everybody to know that, Chad. I know you guys are sliding for chop. I love you guys, and I appreciate that, but Jackrabbit is not the op. I block all the ops, dog.
That's what you
I
got
hit
to
that
do.
hide from channel. Hide user from channel. Yeah, because I don't want to read that shit. And I am that way, and I stand there. You know what I mean? Evan Long, the roof right here, bud, right above us.
Hey, just wait. It's bad weather here, man. That's the only reason. Just
Yeah, we
wait.
going on the roof. Y'all got us fucked up. You think we ain't gonna get on the roof and do roasted on rooftops?
Hey, shout out Token Float, man. We about to be on a roof out there.
Yeah,
That's
that's
gonna
about
be
to
lit.
be. Yeah, that's gonna be a good
Now,
event.
not to get too off topic on here and everything, but going
Yes,
back to
sir.
what we were talking about. Now, obviously, you were talking about, the podcast and deciphering about, doing shows. And now, what looking ahead, what are your goals for your music career? Where, like, and I don't really like this question. Where do you see yourself in 3 or 5 years? You know what I mean? But I'm gonna ask it. You know what I mean?
No, I'm gonna tell you because I see myself with 100,000+ subscribers. I see myself becoming not even in the country rap lane because I'm not even I'm not focused on that. It's obviously I don't really. I'm just gonna be honest, dog. I'm not digging the vibe for real from it anymore. I'm digging like I'm just going to implement everybody that does music into the podcast, bro, and it's gonna grow. You know what I mean? Hip hop, rap, country. I don't give a fuck. You do EDM? Oh, come on. You a juggalo? Get the fuck on here. Let's go.
Well, that's smart because if you only limit your show to one genre, you limit your audience. Now you
Absolutely.
doing that, you're going to expand the audience to hit everybody. I mean, that's genius. It's smart.
Yeah, I just don't. I know the name of the show is called Country Rap Shit, but at the end of the day, bro, that's what birthed the show. That's it would have never come about if it wasn't for the country rap beef, if it wasn't for Dismas of 2025, and that's the facts. That's absolutely the facts of it, and there would be nothing. We wouldn't be having that conversation. I'd have never started podcasting if it wasn't for Dismas of 2025, all the way. Just keeping it 1,000%. Like it would have never podcast. I wanted to do it, but I never
Well,
had
shit,
the.
you were helping me out with roasted on rooftops when I first brought it out.
That's I started there to learn. You know what I mean? To see because I really didn't know. I really didn't know. And then shout out to Country Rap Rumors for stirring up a whole bunch of shit on the internet. Shout out to him, bro. And shout out to Hickerbilly and myself for both being nosy as fuck and wanting to be part of that. And we did. And I'll say we both took it. We both took full advantage of the situation. We might not see eye to eye today, but the truth and the matter and the facts is the facts. And I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to say on that.
no, man, it's all good. I don't want you to. You know, Country Rap Rumors fell off. That's what happened to that boy. Yeah. Hey, I unlocked a beast. I did not know that this would be the thing. You heard me? I did not know this was going to be what I was going to do in life. I'm telling you guys. You guys just know about podcasting about as long as I do. So I did not know we was going to do this. I'm proud of it.
I know part of this answer I'm getting ready to ask just because I helped I helped a little bit with the booth that you got right behind you. Um Have you always like where'd you used to record at like back in the day? Has it always been? Have you always done it like in house, sort of say?
We started in house with a USB mic, and then we realized that's not the sound you're looking for if you want to
Well,
graduate from a platform other than SoundCloud.
the reason I ask where you record at, like if it's at like a studio or if it's at a friend's house or if it's your house, I was just gonna ask if the environment influences
Mm-hmm.
how you make music and
Absolutely does, bro. My very first studio was in I worked at and did music was Encore in Dayton. Um, I've went there. I've been to the Green Room in Dayton. Shout out to the Green Room. Shout out to Encore. Shout out to Daniel Thomas. He was an early intricate. He played a big role early on in my career.
no,
Talk.
Nagy, I'm not. I'm from Cincinnati. I know Bill and all the Weed Suit Heroes over there. They're from Bel Air.
Um, see where else. I've been to the Round Table was the very first big boy studio I'd ever been to. The Round Table in Indy is absolutely the biggest, baddest motherfucking studio I've ever been. Great. That was cool. That was cool as fuck for real. Like I really got down with that. Like, yeah,
Yeah, I heard. Hey, I heard that too. I heard that too. I was gonna say something about that, but I wasn't gonna cut you off. But
well, I'm not. I'm being. I was just doing my shout out to not even that guy. You know what I'm saying? But I did go there and record. I did make a song there. Hey man, shout out to Big Dot though, dog. He come here standing on 10 toes. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but it's the truth though. And when you have to know that. And see, people don't know that there is things around that make a difference. And in rap and hip hop, dude, it makes a difference. You have to stand on 10 toes, or you looking some type of way out here, bro, and you're gonna lose respect amongst your peers. Y'all can ask J Dot right now if I have his respect or not. He'll tell you I got his respect as he has mine. And I've slid for J Dot a couple times in rooms he wasn't in when people would talk about him, and it's all like, nah, bro. Like you can't say big three and not include my dog. Period. Dude's out here working. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of us get overlooked, bro. Just what it is.
Oh, facts. 100%.
I don't fucking like it. We want to change that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what we're doing with Roasted on Rooftops. You know what I mean? We trying to help get people's names out. And D Shin, what's good, dog?
Peanut butter cracker, man. Me and we the Source Rex gonna do this every Tuesday, dog. Peanut butter cracker was asking, what's this segment about, Chop? Go ahead and let him know.
So this segment, Roasted on Rooftops, is about anybody in the music industry or cannabis industry that would like to come up on here and kind of tell their story, talk about, how they got to where they are and kind of self-promote themselves. Really, I ask them a whole bunch of questions and do a little interview and really just a self-promotion.
I don't know who Belly Gang is, Tim. I'm sorry, dog. If you turn me on to him, though, and as long as you're not about to crack no joke on me or something, like send me a link, man. I'll fuck with anybody. And I do put that invitation out there, dude. If you are an independent, not even independent, if you're an upcoming artist, I don't give a shit what you are, bro. If you do music, send that shit in, bro. Let's talk about it. Let's review it. Let's get you heard by people. Let's get you heard by people. You know what I mean? Shout out Chill Rock. What's up, Chill Rock?
Now, was there a certain artist that like influenced your sound, or was there? I mean,
man, shout out, man. I grew up listening to Kid Rock, cuz. Like,
okay, I wasn't expecting that. Okay.
Yeah, dude, Kid Rock is a huge, man. I've kind of come in tune with my influences now, if you want to know the truth. Like
Absolutely.
Kid Rock influenced an early stage of my development as a human. You know what I mean? When I used to listen to his music all the time, like his style of taking funk and jazz and blues and mixing it in and yelling and screaming and then just saying some off the wall shit, and then his storytelling and his performances. Like, yeah, dude, Kid Rock. Kid Rock's a huge influence. I still will say this, and a lot of people might get mad at me for saying this. Elvis and Johnny Cash, will always be rappers in my mind too. They'll be the greatest. They'll always sit us part in my mind as rappers. I swear, dude. Call me what you want, dog. Call me
You're
what you
the
want.
only person I've ever heard say that.
And I will stand on that all day long. That I believe Elvis and Johnny Cash could have been rappers. Change the beats, like. I mean, I've done it. Me and Tyler's mashed it together, and they could have been rappers, dude. They could have been rappers. Like, I'm just saying, like, I don't think to me, man, it's just about what you're saying in your music, bro. You know what I mean? And that's what I love about my album 13. I'm telling y'all how I became Chop Easy. The whole fucking thing. And now we're away from that. We don't do that. I don't live like that. You know what I mean?
I still think that Levitated song is Gucci every time I hear it.
I like Levitated, bro. I had a lot of fun. Shout out Six for that feature, bro. He killed his part. That was a hard one, though. We turned the beat on, bub, and that's a freestyle all the way through. Turn the beat on and just cook. Just made a song about smoking pot, hitting the bong. All the ad libs of me hitting the bong and coughing and choking are all authentic. That was all real. I hit the bong. I hit it so hard, dude, that my damn eyes ended up with. You know how you get the like blood spots on your shit when you cough too hard or something? Yeah, dude, my eyes were fucked up.
I couldn't see
because them sons of bitches about popped out. I choked out so bad, but that's what you're supposed to do. You know.
Now, do you got any?
Appreciate you, Darren.
Do you got any? I'm trying to think of the right word here. Like, you know, any like routine, ritual, or like habits that you do like before you're about to, you know, go record or before you're about to write?
Not so much anymore. I used to like make sure I had my elements in the room, my aesthetics good. And now I don't overthink it now, bro. It's all about beat for real, bro. It's hard to find good beats now, dog. I catch myself not being able to rap on shitty beats no more. Like, if it ain't a good beat, I can't fuck with it. Like, and that sucks, dude. It takes so much creativity away because shitty beats are all over the internet. It is so hard to find a good beat. And then when you lock in with somebody that's got good beats, you can't damn tell nobody. You can't tell us so. You can't. You tell somebody, man, this guy's got beats. There's some fire. Your buddy go over and buy every goddamn beat. Like, you know what I mean? It's just keeping it real, bro. Like my dad killed me with that Paymaster, bro. They must. That's funny.
Gatekeeping that shit over there, boy.
He said, "What makes a beat good? Really, the composition of that beat, bro. The sound, the instruments. What instruments are they using? Are they making it hi-hat roll? Are they slapping the snares? For me, man, I love the snare and the bells. I love a bell, dog. And I'm not talking a fucking church bell or none of them ring-a-ding-ding, mother. I'm talking a bell, like a ding, a ting, a ping, a pong, like that type of sound with my snare. You know what I'm saying? And I love that shit. And usually just one little note on the fucking piano, bro. Same note, just play it over and over and over. And fucking, you know what I mean? With a snare drum, some hi-hats, and we in there, dog. You know, give me a bell too, son. Maybe a tambourine, motherfucker. Like, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna edit. I'm flipping that.
I don't think you are, though. That's
I don't give a fuck, bro. You know, there's some guys though that have the ability to get in the studio when you're building a beat, and I'll shout out Smo and Hard Target for this. They are really good at taking a beat, going in the studio, adding their lyrics to it, and then adding instruments to complement the wordplay or the sound. And I'll say Smo is one of the best at it, I think. Ryan Upchurch is super fucking phenomenal at it too. But to people I know, I've seen it, that's something I just notice a lot of. Hard Target's really good at it too. And I think that separates them guys. I would say those three guys are some top tier talent, right? And I think that's something that separates them guys from, you know what I mean, from everybody else. Is you gotta be a little bit more. I'm not really artistic in the beat. I don't really give a shit as long as it ain't ass. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna trap my shit and talk my shit, bro. I try not to make songs over 2 minutes and 2 minutes and 50 seconds long either, ever. I'm smoking that Bubba Kush, son.
You know me, I got these stizzies over here. Shout out Stizzy.
Bro, shout out Muha. Shout out just specifically the Granddaddy Perp strand. God.
GDP. Hey, that shit's always good.
Bro, dude.
So you got any so I mean, speaking about that album 13, do you have any other, I mean, you were talking about 26 or 13 and a half or
it's definitely 13 and a half now, dog. It's definitely 13 and a half. If I can get away with the name change, if I can get away with naming it that, you got to be careful because you got 13, so you don't want to take away, you know what I mean? So as long as I can get away with that and market it right, oh yeah, it's 13 and a half now, dog.
Now, so does that mean you already have something in the works ready to drop? Like what can the fans expect from Chop Easy here in the next?
I'd say 2026 I'll drop that project. I'm just
shit.
being honest because I know Tyler and I know what I'm doing now, and what I'm doing is I'm recording them at home. And then I'm going to take them to the big studio and I'm going to do the final recordings there, but I'm going to be ready so I don't have to go spend a lot of money in the studio.
Oh, yeah, you know I mean? Absolutely.
I'll be prepared. I already have roughs. I'll be able to do all my ad libs I want to do and all that shit. I'll have everything ready to go. That way I just get in the studio and I spit my shit and leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah, ain't no playtime, ain't no messing around, strictly business.
This year, 2025, I'm really strictly focused on. I have a project with Marcotic and Justin. I'm on their album, and that's a huge deal for me.
Congratulations, dog. That's
I
huge.
appreciate that. Thank you. Shout out to both of them guys, man. They're both stars in my eyes. I don't care what anybody says about either one of them. I know.
Hey, I agree with that.
Justin has been a mentor to me, and I look up to Justin, dude. I always agree with what Justin says and does. Absolutely not. But Justin is his own man at the end of the day. But I do have the utmost respect for Justin Time. And I love Space Dad. Space Dad's not just my manager, he's my best friend, just about. I mean, dude, I talk to Space Dad more than I do anybody on the phone. You know what I mean? Same with Captain Kirk. It's fell off a little bit, but Captain Kirk and myself have both been going through some life shit. So, you know, shout out to him too. That's another buddy of mine.
You must talk to Space Dad a lot. I know I talk to you every day.
I talk to Space Dad every day, man. Me and Space Dad talk to we just follow up with each other. I know he's a little disappointed. He has said it, but he ain't said it. I know he's disappointed in how this last drop went, man. We had some stupid mistakes.
Well, you know like you just said though earlier too, it's a learning. You know what to do now.
Yeah.
You know? And like I told you, bro, look at how far you've came.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. And
that's a win, dog. Too. Like that's a win.
A lot of guys in the chat have seen it. I mean, I don't who was it that was just saying something? It was Darren, man. Darren Fisher. He knew me from the time I started this shit, bro. So shout out to Darren too for being a supporter that long for that.
I like this. This is all flowing into the questions I'm asking too. So how do you what do you hope to, you know, what message do you wish to send through your music?
My new music, man, is all about I know you've heard Get It How You Get It. It's all about, my new music isn't so focused on the trap no more, because I've done that, dog. I've done that. I've said you can only say so much about trapping, you know what I'm saying, before it just sounds rhetorical. The message now is, man, fuck these dudes that gatekeep. Fuck a gatekeeper, dog. Fuck a motherfucker helping you out, and then you got to fill his cup up when you win, bro. Fuck that. Fuck. Like, give your flowers, show your respects, but you don't owe nobody shit, cuz you got to go out here and get your own bag. And I stand on that. But the message I want to send is, you make you. No one makes you who you are. You put yourself in the rooms with people, bro. You build the network with people, man, and don't sell yourself short.
That's facts.
That you know, all you have in this world is your thoughts and your balls. That's how you know what I mean? And I'm done holding back. I'm done, like, you know what I mean? I just want to make what I make. When I get in a booth and I hear a beat, I want to make what song I want to make, bro. And I will never in my life change who I am for nobody. I am absolutely. And shout out Church for giving me that advice. That's who gave me that advice. He's just like, bro, just go in there and do it. The very first time when he was on a panel with me and Hickerbilly, that's the thing I took away from all that was, man, just be your fucking self, bro. Throw the blanket over your head and record this song. Get that shit out your chest, bro. It could be a hit. And stop worrying about what everybody else thinks and just drop that motherfucker, dude. Just the best advice I've heard in years.
That's real shit. Just be yourself. You ain't got a lot to kick it.
You don't, dude. And that's something I love about being your friend, man. You know, authenticity, dude.
Yep. I mean, you got to. I mean, just like going back to what you said, all you got your word in your balls. So
it is.
Where, well, I lost my spot on here. My bad. I'm a little high.
You good? Appreciate you, Justify. Yeah, hey, Nuggy, you already know what time it is. Shit, a dispo. I'm sponsored by a dispensary, dog. Hell yeah, I smoke that dispo. And shout out, and that's another thing that about the cannabis and music industry, Rex. The cannabis industry is looking for artists like me, bro. They're looking for people like us. You know what I mean? I appreciate
they
you.
Sure are.
They're looking for guys like us that want to take that extra step and do the extra stuff that we need to do. You know what I mean? You know, like, and there's guess what the cannabis industry has outside of cannabis, obviously, but guess what they have? Investment money.
They sure do.
And they are looking to put people on.
They're ready.
But you know what I mean? I'm just saying. He said, what did Hawk 2 say? AI has artists dropping music that is not considered from the heart and soul anymore. It's
so what I know we have a whole bunch. Like, I don't want to say we have a whole bunch, but I know there's some up and coming artists. I know you have, up and coming artists that are watching the show. Hop in your chat. What advice would you give them or any up and coming artist?
Don't let yourself get caught up into the politics. Understand there's street politics. Understand there's politics in this shit. But don't let yourself be so wrapped up in it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Don't let yourself get wrapped up in it. And whatever you do, don't go picking a fight. Don't step in the boxing ring unless you're prepared to box. And you might get knocked the fuck out. So, just telling you, like, if you're going to get in the ring and swing, you best be prepared to take one on the chin, bro. I've been catching hooks for weeks. You know what I mean? But I ain't backing out. I ain't stopping. I ain't going nowhere. Nope. I'm right here, motherfucker. Like, locked in, cut. So I think it needs to be. I think you just have to. You have to continue. You have to stay forward and stand on business, bro. If you break your word out here, if people understand you do bad business and break your word, bro, it's you ain't getting up no more, cuz. You ain't going nowhere. So watch your back. Watch who you fuck with. Don't trust nobody. Watch who you text and call, because people record that shit. People screenshot that shit. I'll just tell you. That's best advice I can give, man.
So I just laugh because it's so true.
When you feel comfortable with a motherfucker, man, you think a motherfucker love you, bro. Hey, bro, we boys. We boys. You know what I mean?
And that's why my circle's smaller than a Cheerio.
And it should be. And fuck, I had to learn that the hard way.
No, same. It wasn't just till recently where I really had to, you know what I mean, scale everything back.
Raj asked me, he said, Chop, what is your biggest goal you are currently working on? I want to hit 100K subscribers.
Let's open up the questions to the chat. We got, I think, I don't know, 5-10 minutes left. Let's open the...
Yeah, run it whatever you want to, man. You can go to 8:15. You can go all the way to 8:30. I don't care, bro. I just need to stop before 9.
No. Let's get some questions from the chat.
Hawk to a young family against you. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Shit. Shit.
That's big facts.
Hey, bro. Shit. Shout out to my mama, though. Shout out to my mama. My mama got my back. See, he said, "What's my biggest goal? I want right now. I would like to get my channel to 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Do I
And
think
that
that's a? Go ahead.
I was gonna say that sounds like a legit, realistic goal.
Yeah, and I broke it down by months. I broke it down in how I can do it by months. And right now, trajectory wise, with my analytics, I can possibly hit 200,000. But I think 100,000 is a safe goal because I do know season's coming for show season, bro, and I expect all the analytics to fall off a little bit. Hopefully, I'm wrong. Hopefully, I'm wrong because people still tap in, bro. Like I be thinking people ain't tapping in, and I'll look and I'll have 117, 150 people in my chat. Just you know what I mean. And losing Colt and his channel has hurt a little bit in that aspect, but it's all right. You know what I mean. Shout out to Colt Montgomery too, man. He great co-host. I miss him a little bit. Like it's different now, but it's just cause I miss him. You know? Just miss the guy. I helped you get 5K, then I was geeked. I see 97 people in chat. Hey man, I appreciate you, Raj, for real. Raj,
Shout out Raj, man. If y'all ain't follow Kid Trips, man, go check him out.
I seen Drew in here too. D-Shin.
Yeah, facts, man. Y'all need to go check out D-Shin's new album. Hey, him and Shroom Vibes, y'all need to go check them out. Them boys can spit. They got some fire.
Hey, D-Shin, tell me why motherfucking Rex looked at me the other day when we was around each other. He's all like, "What? I didn't know them motherfuckers could do that." You should have heard him, bro. It was so funny. It was the most hilarious thing. I'm like, well, yeah, bro, I've been telling you. Like, and you didn't know Shroom had that he could double time, triple time. Like, I think he quadruple times. He
better than Twista. Hey,
dude, is he not? Is he not?
I ain't capping, dog. Like, hey, you made that post. What I said, ain't you know what I mean? Ain't no cap in my rap.
Hey, straight up, dude. I was like, damn, son. Like when I first heard him do that, when I first met Shroom Vibes, dude, it was hugs and love. Same thing with D-Shin too, bro. Like, and they've been great dudes, man. And that's what I love about the heart of Dayton. Damn, man, I hate them. That's what I love about the heart of the Dayton music scene, man. Is that these guys? Most of the 9 out of 10 of the artists in the city fuck with me, bro. And to have your peers respect says more than any type of wording or screenshot could ever say to somebody. It's all about having the peers of the support of your peers. And if they support you and you got their respects, shit, you good to go.
And going back to what you said, man, definitely there's so much talent and it's just a lot of people are slept on. And yes, I said better than Twista. If y'all don't believe me, go check him out and come back and let me know otherwise. Actually, go check out the last episode of Roasted on Rooftops. He was on there, and we were playing some of their music.
Go ahead, talk out for just a second. I had a phone call.
Oh yeah, no, you're good. But yeah, no, that's hey, look, be back. Yep, definitely go check it out. Shroom Vibes. Ritz. Yeah. I think they did shows with Ritz, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they've worked with everybody, man. They worked with Twisted Insane a couple times. Them dudes are great people, man.
They really are. Besides, obviously, making good music, like they good vibes, great people all around.
What is it? Heart, Mind, and Soul? Yeah, HMS.
Yeah. Yep.
Woozy, Big Chief, Two Tree, Bobby Two Blunt. I'm probably forgetting somebody, and they're gonna definitely. The guy I forgot's definitely gonna hit me up. Cobain.
I was just about to say him. Yep.
Christopher Hawker. Yeah. Shroom Vibes, Woozy, D-Shin. Yeah. Them guys are great dudes, man, and they show up to shows and they do their thing and they're professional. What's up, B&8? I fuck with them guys heavy, bro. They're friends of mine. And that's what I'm saying, man. Kid Trips, like, bro, we can throw our own show without, you know what I mean? We just need people to believe in us.
I keep trying to get my boy Ron Wolf to do some shows too. You know what I mean?
You know, I message him a little bit back and forth. I see his story on Instagram or whatever, bro, and I be sliding up, talking to him a little bit here and there. He come on to the podcast.
That's the homie right there, for real.
He good, people. That interview you all did was real good.
Oh yeah, so that's we got a part 2 coming out. We will be at the studio. He's gonna be recording a song live. So for everybody that kind of wants to see behind the scenes stuff,
Now, see, that's some stuff I thought about doing too. Like the other day when me and Tyler were in here working, I said, "Man, let's just run it. Let's just go live. Like,
Yep.
let's record us working, like how we do it and how we time and how you know what I mean." And Tyler was like, "Nah, I don't
Oh
know if
yeah,
he's."
no, like we've already talked about it. We got the studio set up, like it's legit, official. Like this is about to be, it's about to be lit,
What was
dog.
the hardest thing to start off your music career? Was it finding where you belong or finding your music group of people to work with? Um, hmm. It was finding people to mess with it. You know what I mean? It was finding people to listen because I don't make country rap. I don't make what I live in a place that is not into trap rap. Straight up. Where I live at, my little community, but because of the character and the human being I am, they absolutely support me for that. No matter what. And which them supporting me has changed the way I write. Like you guys will start hearing it. My cussing days are over in the songs. Like straight up. Like when I write a song, I don't use cuss words no more. I don't know. I don't have to. They're filler. To cuss in a song is a filler word most of the time.
It
Keep
sure
it
is.
all the way 100. And if you are in your song saying the same old fucking filler word, you're being lazy. So when you write, I can write. You know what I mean? I'm writing it different. I'm not writing bad words into my shit. So my music changes. And what's that mean? The kids can listen to it. The kids can put it out. The kids can see what I'm saying. So we're changing it. I'm changing the way so I can promote and
Bigger
market.
audience.
Absolutely. I'm growing. I'm growing from with the first album, Top Off the Top, 5 tracks, dude, freestyles, methamphetamine, fucking addict, fucking wow. You know what I mean?
He said, "Go back and listen to that, and listen to this 13. You'll see the difference."
Listen to that. Listen to 13, and then now listen to 50 off the top. Oh, that's 50 off top. Don't count. That's a year-old song. Look,
I mean,
listen.
I'd say,
I don't even have. See, the good new shit ain't even out yet, though.
I know.
Whoa, Nelly and shit.
I know. I was about to say something, but they weren't even out yet, so I had to stop.
Yeah, like y'all ain't even heard Whoa Nelly. Like some of you, if you've seen me live, you do. But like, I turned my even my performance sets down, dog. Like I turned them all the way down. What did he say? He said, "I'm not writing bad words." I'm not though. Like I really don't. I don't have to no more. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Like I'll sit over and write a song and I'll sing it. And I'm like, man, there's not even a bad word in this motherfucker, dude. Like, so that's how you know.
Oh, they want a sneak peek of it, Chop.
I can do it at the end.
All right.
That way we don't get copyrighted.
Yep.
Learning you can't clip this stuff and use it as clips if you got music in the background. But Chop Easy been learning. Chop Easy been learning. What do they want? Whoa, Nelly, I'll send it. I'll email that one.
I mean, that's the one we were talking about, so probably.
Yeah. Yeah,
so I got one last question, I guess.
Sure, G.
You know, I mean, I know we about 8:15, we wrap it up. So talk a little bit about E3. How did E3 come about? I know E3.
Shout out Tyler Stamper, bro. Tyler Stamper. It started out with
nephew.
It started out with me doing the E thing for East Side, right? And it wasn't nothing like it wasn't gang or nothing. It was just I went to Morristown East High School for a little bit, so there was Morristown East to Morristown West, so I always had the E in my shit, and it's just something I always did. And it was me, Tyler, and his little brother. That's 3 of us, right? And they had their little clique with another guy. I ain't gonna say his name. I ain't gonna say that line. But there was 3 of them. They called themselves 3G, right? That was their little thing. So when we started doing music together, me and Tyler decided, man, we're gonna work together. We're gonna do this shit together. We're gonna learn together. We're gonna do it. You know what I mean? So we put E and then 3 together, and that's how it came about. But then we realized that was a Spark Plug company. But it's okay because we turned it to E3 Entertainment with a 3 in the back for Dale Earnhardt. E3 Earnhardt 3.
I see.
Now tell me that ain't country. Tell me that ain't country. Hey, tell me how you country rap again. But no, that's my love for Tennessee. It's my love for everything. And then the number 3, and it had symbolisms to it. You know what I mean? And then I run into Space Dad, who's now my manager, right? And 33, Larry Del Reed. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. The world puts us where we're at for a reason. We meet people in our lives for a reason. At the end of the day, that's all you can say about it. Like, and I believe thoroughly in all that stuff, all that karma, all that energy, all that stuff.
Oh, that's facts.
I got it loaded up in there, but I'll wait till you're done asking me questions and you close out, and then I'll play it before we close out. But that's how it came about, E3, man. And then me and Tyler just ran with it. You know what I mean? And shout out Cole. Cole Britton was a part of it. He has been a part of it. Cole's been quiet recently. Our team we've had to do some growth and development amongst each other. You know what I mean? We've had to really work amongst each other to learn how each other work. And we all took a break from each other for a little bit because it was kind of fucking crazy there for a little bit. We were falling out every 10 minutes. You know what I mean? So we all took a break from each other pretty much. And now studio's starting to make money. We found a podcast that helps us make money. I just loaded an audio version of the podcast to put it live on podcasting networks on iTunes and shit. So I just got all that done today. So now the podcast will have monthly listeners and stuff on them platforms now too. So we actually, we've bought LLCs for all the companies, every name we have, and including some that they don't know yet. And, shout out to the gang. And it's just one of them things, you know what I mean? Like, I'm making sure I'm getting my business end backed up, dog. All my royalties and all that stuff. I'm making sure I get all that worked out, all that business in. Because if your business is right, your mind's right. Your mind's right, you can write. You can write, record, down now you're making hits. You know what I mean? So you got to take away the stressors that stress you out. And that's one of the things I stand on with that shit. You know what I mean? Haters are fans, and I love them.
Haters are free promotion.
I just don't like some of the things they say. God.
Yeah, they got to reach.
You know what cracks me up, Rex? Is when a hater will get on my comment and he'll say something just fucking disrespectful. And I'll delete it. I'll just delete it. He comes back to check on his work a couple hours later to see if it's done some, you know what I mean? And I'm all like, so you come to check on it, and then you're going to make another comment to me. You deleted my comment. You hating son of a bitch. And I'm a hating son of a bitch? Like, you came back to look at the work you did. Like, you came back. Like, you like, shit, crazy. Hey, the Reaction Garage, I appreciate you, bro. I watch it when I'm done. There's a lot of people. Shout out to all the reactors, man. That video at the top's been reacted to 7 or 8 times already, man. And I can't even share it all yet because, dude, I just downloaded 150 clips. So now I'm gonna go grab all those, and I'm like, man, dude, hey, I do love it though. Good problems to have. You know what I mean?
Hey, absolutely. Way better problems to have. That's for sure.
Yeah, man. And it's nice to finally hear somebody ask me some fucking questions, man. Jesus. God, no one ever asked Chop. I'm joking, by the way, man. I'm joking. I was wanting someone to ask me what's been like the single most coolest moment of everything, man. Someone asked me that.
So, what's been your favorite moment so far?
Outside of what people probably think, which is getting all that money from Adam and Ryan, right? That's not even it.
I wouldn't even have that on the top 10.
Well, I know some people out here would probably, there are gonna be some people. You should have said it was about church. But I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. Interviewing Justin Time, the one-on-one public service announcement with Justin Time was absolutely the highlight of my music career as of right now. And well, I know, man. Like,
look at how much exposure you got.
Oh man, hell yeah, way more than that other guy that rhymes with it. Oh, suckerfish. Hey, hey, I'm just telling you though, dog. Like that shit is that is that's been the highlight, dude. For real. Like that's been the highlight. Like having Ryan up on panels is great. Having Adam come up on panels is great. Mercules shout me out was great. But for me, the man, the artist, the person, interviewing a guy I call someone I look up to, I couldn't have beat that. That'd been like a couple of you guys getting to sit down with church, just keeping it real with you. Like that's that's the effect that had on me. So, and I'm proud of that.
Now, if you had any artist that you could, I guess, do a show with, or
Kid Rock.
Okay.
Kid Rock, Hank Williams III, Johnny Cash if he was alive. Rest in peace.
I like Hank.
I would like to work with. I'd love to do a show. If man, be me, Kid Rock, Leonard Skinner, son, whoo, and damn Robert Plant from Led Zeppelin would just show up. That would be, and maybe Ozzy. You know what I mean? Because I like Ozzy too. But
okay,
I grew up on classic rock and roll and country music, dude, and more classic rock and roll than anything, for real. What time is it? All right, well, we're gonna spin this track out, guys. I hope you guys like Roasted on Rooftops.
Every Tuesday.
You guys let us know, man. We'll have some now next Tuesday.
Different artists.
Yeah, I'll be up here with we'll have Smokey too, won't we?
Yeah. Yep.
Smokey 210. Y'all ain't met him yet.
Yep. Smokey. We'll have Smokey up here. Chop will be on here, and then we will have a artist. I'll have flyers. We'll post. I'll make sure everyone's tagged in it. So make sure y'all be on the lookout for that flyer.
He says Chop's answer every time. See, that's how you know I'm real one, dog. Whoop, whoop. I'm going to play the song for you guys because you guys wanted to hear it. It's called Whoa, Nelly. I ain't dropped it yet. I don't really think I'm going to. This is a song that I'm just going to shoot a fire visual to. Probably a live visual because we perform it. This is just a live song we perform. And it's for the fucking crowd, bro, and they love it. Rex has witnessed it.
I sure have.
I watched them unplug the shit because it goes so crazy.
I was just about to say it. They unplugged it.
Hell yeah, they did. Hell yeah, they did. Hey, but we'll play it for you guys. Now, remember, guys, I'll end this live, right? I'm going to end this live, and then I'm going to go back live at 9 o'clock on Country Rap Shit. There's a reason why I do it different like that. I know it might not make sense to some of y'all, but it gives you guys a little break. You get to tap right back in, okay? So let's turn it up. This is Whoa Nelly by Chop Easy. I appreciate you guys. Much love. Rex, thank you, man. I was dying to interview with somebody, and I couldn't ask for a better dude to interview me, man. So thank you.
Appreciate you, man.
Hey, I love Roasted on Rooftops, and it's so awesome. I started in this shit as your moderator, bro, on Facebook.
I know that's the crazy part.
And they made fun of me, man, when I started podcasting.
You were my moderator, and I was making fun of you because I needed a new moderator.
He was too. All right, guys. Much love to y'all. We'll tap back in at 9 o'clock on Country Rap Shit. Same channel, 9 o'clock. Y'all know what it is. We'll see you next Tuesday, guys. Much love, everybody.
Much love, y'all.
That was me, by the way. All sound effects are organic.
Yeah!
Let's go and say that.
Fold up, hollering, won't Nelly. That's that boy, if he got my money. Up the chopper, cause he thought shit was funny. The next thing you know, we tied up the dummy. Slap a horse up on the ass, that's car running. Shouldn't have played with me on mine, should have kept it 100 up in the hills and the thousand ways. Yeah, the boys, I hear them up the stage. Yeah, them boys, I hear
What up,
them
Smash
up the
That?
stage. Raise hell, praise them, that's how we do it every day. Whoa, and now we coming first in the race. Police behind us, they gonna have to do a chase. I'ma need my money stacked up in a case. Better be on time, a couple shots of your leg. Gonna have to charge you for the time of day. And if you play with us, we gon' double the rate. Fold up, hollering, won't Nelly. That's that boy, if he got my money.
Hey, shout out to the Paymaster.
Oh, shit was funny. The next thing you know, we tied up the dummy. Slap a horse up on the ass, that's car running. Shouldn't have played with me on mine, should have kept it 100 up in the hills and the thousand ways. Yeah, the boys, I hear them. big boys, yeah, now you being warned. Roll another bud, yeah, we smoke another one. Put that bitch high up in the air, man, I don't give a fuck about a bitch, I don't care. We gonna slide in this motherfucker, gonna get crazy. Gonna get wild, baby, yeah, you know it's true. Kicking the bud, that's what we do. We ride around with shotguns in the windows too. Hollering with Millie, that's that boy. If you got my money,
I know.
it's
way better live, I'm telling
you. Next thing you know, we tied up the dummy. Clap a horse up on the ass, NASCAR running. Shouldn't play with me or mine, should've kept it 100 over the hills and across the way. Yeah, the boys out here on the way. Hollering with Millie, that's that boy. If you got my money, up the chopper, cause he thought shit was funny.
At least y'all fuck with it.
We tied up the dummy. Slap a horse up on the ass, NASCAR running. Should've played with me or mine, should've kept it 100 over the hills and across the way.
That's the banger.
I think they liked it. All right, guys, we out of here. It's been Roasted on Rooftops.
Hey, much love, y'all. Appreciate everyone tuning in. See y'all next week. Thanks, Chop.
Yeah, 1 second. Oh. I'll take that.